Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome the members of the Board of Directors from GNC who are present. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. For those of you who are not familiar with us, my name is Jason Gorsuch. And to my left in order are Olga Milovetsky, Gina Cavalieri, and Lauren Loveridge. Together, we are the senior research group from JLOG Consulting and Company. Now, over the past 3 months, we have reviewed, per your request, your company, its position in the market, your product line, and any factors that could lead to future deterioration or growth. In the next 20 minutes or so, we will illustrate your position in the market and how we feel 5 products must be pulled from your product line in order for your company to maintain its success and image. We will first introduce the 5 products that we feel are detrimental to your company's future, namely Hydroxycut, Xenadrin, Metabolift, Ultimate Orange, and Rip Fuel. We will explain how each of these contain one common deadly chemical, ephedrine, and the effect it has on consumers. In addition, we will also highlight some real-life examples of the harm these supplements can cause. The case we will talk about will illustrate how a gentleman in his 40s died as a result of taking one of these supplements, and how your company is still paying for his and many other consumers' debts. We will also discuss your company financially and show how costly these products are becoming. We will look at the legal ramifications and settlements as a result of these 5 supplements and show you how these products are now costing you more than they are making you. Finally, we will stress how imperative we feel it is that your company take the first step to show your consumers that you care about their health first and your bottom line second. This, we feel, will maintain a positive image and morale for your company in the years to come. Now, overall, when we're through today, we hope to give you a clear view of where your company stands now and give you suggestions on how to maximize profits as well as customer retention and satisfaction in the years to come. I will now hand it over to Olga, who will discuss your company's product line and our findings regarding these dangerous products.
Thank you, Jason. The first issue I'd like to discuss is the products for which we have found a problem. Your company offers a wide variety of weight loss and nutritional supplements. However, they do not all promote your motto to live well. Mainly, the 5 products are Hydroxycut, Xenadrin, Metabolift, Ultimate Orange, and Rip Fuel. All 5 of these products contain a dangerous chemical called ephedrine. Ephedrine is a substance containing a stimulant that is widely used for weight loss. It works as an energy booster to enhance your metabolism and enhance your workout. Now, although small dosages of ephedrine are harmless, the amount that is in your products has been proven lethal. Let me give you an example. Recently, the FDA tried to prohibit the marketing of all products containing 8 milligrams or more of ephedrine per serving. Now, as you can see, that is the FDA recommendation. Your products, however, contain 75 milligrams of ephedrine per serving. Now, if you were to read the directions on the back of the label, it says you can take up to 4 servings a day. That is nearly 300 milligrams of ephedrine, 37 times the FDA recommendation. Now, the FDA also states that taking more than the recommended amount can lead to heart damage, liver damage, seizures, strokes, and even death. Now, although it is a person's own decision and prerogative to take these supplements, we feel that it would be in the best interest of your company to remove the products altogether. To further explain how these 5 aforementioned products are affecting your company, Gina will now cover some of the legal implementations your company has undergone and future litigation that is inevitable.
Thank you, Olga. We have outlined 3 important criteria which we feel will be key in minimizing your company's legal risk in the future. The first is the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act of 1994. This act called for companies such as yourselves to label all products that may cause bodily harm or even death. As a result, you are forced to put warning labels on such products as Xenadrin, Hydroxycut, Metabolift, Ultimate Orange, and Rip Fuel. Consumers now had a warning, and this was used to provide potential caution to potential customers. However, these labels do not take the liability away from your company in the case of bodily harm or even death. Not all consumers are aware that the major ingredient in these products is harmful, and that illegal amphetamine is produced by mixing ephedrine with other stimulants such as caffeine. The FDA set up this act and a new governing commission so that your employees are more educated and so that consumers are more aware of the risks of these supplements and will even ask questions to make sure that consumers are fit to take these supplements. If a customer is not properly informed by your company who sold them the supplements, the FDA is now saying that you, as the distributor, are financially liable. This is one major reason for concern. The second reason also concerns the FDA in the Act of 1994 because the FDA can no longer control specific supplements unless they prove dangerous. Once they do, as your ephedrine-based products have, the FDA seeks to remove these products and will fine and hold not only the manufacturers, but also you, the distributors, financially liable. Because you cannot determine the health of your consumers when they purchase these supplements, you're putting your company at extreme risk with these new guidelines. For example, one person who has success with hydroxycut may refer a friend with an unknown heart problem who ends up dying from a massive heart attack after taking one of these products. Ephedrine's herbal form, ephedra, is an ingredient that's widely used in about 200 supplements for weight loss, bodybuilding or boosting energy, and occasionally in large doses as an herbal high. Most consumers remain unaware that these herbs become toxic if combined with certain drugs, like ephedrine, and fatal herb-drug interaction can occur. Some of you may think this is not possible, but this next case that your legal department is very familiar will bring to life that possibility. In addition to the research we've presented so far, our firm has also spoken with lead counsel and prosecuting attorney in many of these wrongful death suits, Mr. C.E. Sori. Mr. Sori has represented many families that have died as a result of taking GNC supplements. The first case that is now settled involved a Mr. George Segrest, a 47-year-old man who died of a massive heart attack after taking Metabolift. This victim had no previous history of health or heart problems. Let me remind you, this man was a husband and a father who left his wife a widow and left his children fatherless. Mr. Sori settled the case with GNC and still has 36 additional wrongful death suits pending. There are 6 other law firms and attorneys across the country, each representing over 10 families filing wrongful death suits against GNC. Let me ask you this. Would you be willing to put not only your life, but the life of your loved ones at risk from taking one of these dangerous supplements? This implies that future legal suits will be aimed at GNC as the distributor of these harmful products containing ephedrine, and not only at the manufacturers. Another example is the NFL banning ephedrine in 1991, as well as banning teams and players from endorsements with manufacturers or distributors of these products. Given that ephedrine is often found in strength-building food supplements, this ban is part of the entire league's anti-steroid policy, which subjects players to year-round random testing. The league's new policy bans the use or distribution of products with ephedrine alkaloids unless they are prescribed by medical use from a team physician. To the point, since the mid-1990s, the Food and Drug Administration has found evidence that the use of ephedrine has sickened or killed more than 1,000 innocent people. As you can imagine, maintaining high amounts of this damaging substance in your existing products presents huge financial risk to your firm, and Jason's going to outline those risks for you now.
Thank you, Gina. It is no secret that your liabilities are now outweighing your revenues in the case of these supplements. And over the past month, I've spoken with executives at your European parent company, Royal Numico. They've expressed to me with 5,500 stores now and counting, They are confident that your growth could continue, but are worried about a few key factors. They're worried first about future litigation and FDA pressure as a result of these 5 products. They're also worried about the declining sales of these 5 products, affecting the increased sales of your company in whole. Last year, GNC stores saw net sales of just over $1.4 billion. These 5 products alone accounted for $126 million of GNC's total sales. However, what many of your shareholders and your executive do not see is the potential risk of loss from the aforementioned 5 products. As you can see in the graph, these 5 products' total sales are decreasing at 3% per quarter. In addition, your total sales without the 5 products are increasing at 4% per quarter. Now, obviously, consumers are no longer comfortable buying these products or taking these supplements. I believe the numbers clearly show that. Now, $126 million is no small figure. However, you must consider that $22.8 million of that was already lost when Mr. Sori settled on behalf of Mr. George Segrist. Now, Mr. Sori is confident he will reach similar settlements with his remaining 36 wrongful death suits. But let's say he doesn't. Let's say Mr. Sori settles half of those suits for a little less than what he settled with Mr. Segrist. That would mean your company will be paying out over $300 million as a result of settlements from wrongful death cases of these 5 products. It is clear that your ephedrine-based products are causing tremendous loss for your company, and in the future could potentially hurt the standing of your company in whole. With over 100 cases of wrongful death now reported, I believe it's time for your company to take the first step, remove these products, and count your losses before the FDA steps in and jeopardizes the future of GNC. After analyzing the costs, we have calculated that to remove these 5 products will cost your company a mere $3.1 million. That is, if you remove the products off your shelves in 30 days and cease production today, you'll be losing a mere 1% of what you could potentially be paying out in legal cases. As you can see, we feel the numbers speak for themselves, and our recommendation is very clear. We also feel that your company has been presented with a unique situation, and that the decision that best maintains the image of your company dovetails with that of your financial well-being. Maybe with all these solid facts and numbers, you still are not convinced, however. Therefore, Lauren will now come up and she will elaborate with your company's image.
Thank you, Jason. I think it is now apparent how imperative it is that your company heed the legal and financial indicators and remove these products from your shelves. While you are promoting nutrition and a better and healthier life, you are selling products that are promoting no health benefits whatsoever. You face the possibility of losing your consumers' trust now and in the future, and you are sustaining significant financial losses in this process. Right now, nutritional supplements are not regulated as drugs, and therefore they're not tested for safety by the Food and Drug Administration. Yet, a recent study that was conducted by the FDA indicated that ephedrine could seriously harm and even kill some that use it. I would like now to share with you a case that most of you are probably very familiar with that concerns the popular over-the-counter drug Tylenol. In September and October of 1982, 7 people died in the Chicago area of cyanide poisoning, all after having taken extra-strength Tylenol capsules. Now, the possibility that the cyanide, which is poisonous salts, had been inserted into the capsules during production was ruled out. Law enforcement believed that a person acquired bottles of the painkiller, tampered with the contents, and then randomly selected stores where they placed the bottles back on the shelves. Now, Now today, nobody has ever been charged with these Tylenol murders. Tylenol's distributors, Johnson & Johnson, have a credo that puts their consumers first and their stockholders second. Keeping this in mind, the heads of the company had a 3-day meeting in order to determine what they should do in the interest of both the company and their consumers. Upon deliberation, they decided to immediately pool the product, alert the consumers through the media not to consume any of it, and also halted production and advertising. By recalling the product, they took 31 million bottles of Tylenol off of the market nationwide, and this move cost the company over $100 million. Then, in November of 1982, they introduced a tamper-resistant packaging and also distributed many coupons to the public. Well, because of the way they handled the situation, where they took action when they realized what they were distributing didn't coincide with their intention, consumers' trust in the company skyrocketed, and today they are the leader in over-the-counter medicine. Just as Johnson & Johnson had stopped advertising the product, you too have stopped advertising the products that we have named. In fact, you even pulled them off of your company website. This is providing a very mixed message to your consumers, and we feel that you need to take it a step further and pull these products completely off of your shelves. If consumers don't trust GNC, if they think that GNC would knowingly sell products that could harm people, why would you stop there? It's one thing for you to say that you sell quality products and promote healthy living, but it's another thing to actually do it. If you continue to ignore what's going on, it's only going to be a matter of time until your consumers catch on and your entire image is shattered. On the other hand, if you act dramatically, as did Johnson & Johnson, in a way that communicates a strong allegiance to ethical values, we feel that there will be a positive response by consumers, and in turn, your market share will increase. Thank you. I will now hand it over to Olga.
In the past week, during our final analysis, we considered many courses of action and recommendations for your company. First, we considered an education program for your employees, where they can question consumers and then warn them of any harmful effects that might come from these products. Thus, it would allow you to keep the products on the shelves. However, after speaking with the FDA, they are confident that any time now, they will enact new regulations that call for a maximum of 8 milligrams of ephedrine in all products. Not only would it make your products unable to sell, but re-engineering would be extremely costly. After looking at past research and development cost analysis sheets, we estimate it will cost your company approximately $200 million in 2 years to re-engineer these products. In this amount of time, we feel that manufacturers will no longer be producing products with ephedrine in them, thus making this alternative extremely costly and simply not feasible. The recommendation we feel is best is to simply pull these products off the market, preventing any further harm to your consumers and any financial loss to your company. In addition, your suppliers' laboratories are now producing products that are ephedrine-free with similar results. Results maybe not as rapid, but similar. It's a trade-off most consumers will take. We also feel that an education program should be implemented, so your employees are fully aware of all the products you sell. In case another harmful product does come up, they can warn your consumers. We feel that it is important that your company maintain a sense of professionalism, and the best way to do this is if they are all thoroughly knowledgeable. To conclude, you need to understand that this is an important issue that is different in every single case. Each individual has a different biological makeup, and although these products might promote health to one person, they can kill another. You need to take the precautionary measures, and when you do, you're able to adhere to your mission statement of providing a shopping experience that exceeds your customers' expectation and genuinely promotes your motto to live well. Now, before I leave, I want to pose you with one question. This is one of the products we've been discussing today, Rip Fuel. Now, this is one tablet. It's a decent-sized tablet. Now, this is 15 tablets. Together, these 16 tablets represent the daily dosage your customers consume. Now, after everything you've seen and everything you've heard, is this something you'd want to take? Is this something you'd allow your son or daughter to take? Or maybe your spouse? I want you to think about that, because you know what? I wouldn't. I want to thank you for your time and for allowing us to research and present our findings to your company. We hope that this only lays a clear blueprint for your future goals and successes in the years to come. Thank you, and we'll now take any questions at this time.